he pops up with
this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about, bro. Like, this man might genuinely be the King Vaughn of anime, bro. Jabber asks, yo, why ain't you trying, bro? Like, try more. I know you got more in you, right? And then Zonka's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yo, I got more in me? Jabber Wonger is a certified crash out. Now, if you don't know who Jabber is, bro, Jabber is one of the best characters in one of the best animes of this year. Gachiakuta, bro. I'm telling you right now, if you ever watch Gachiakuta,
come on, man, what the f is you doing, cuz?
You need to watch it. You need to watch. Best. Literally, like, I could talk hours about this, dude. It's so good. It is so good. Like, please just watch it. Okay. Anyways, let's get into this video. Let's see what this is about.
Crashouts. We've seen them in many different forms, but today, hey, let me just go ahead and pause the music here, because the man I'm talking about today is what I like to call a certified crash out. He is so goddamn evil that I have to put him with the only other person that has ever been certified on this channel.
I love
Oh, hell no!
Conquest.
That's oh, hell no!
Sliding, kidnapping, down to dancing on his opponent's graves. This man is one of Satan's.
Nah, I think this guy's actually worse. I'm not gonna lie. So if you know who Conquest is from Invisible, I think this guy is genuinely worse. Because the reason why is Conquest does it as it's his like duty and stuff. This man does it for the love of the game. This man just doesn't care. Like, I'm not gonna, like, bro.
Soldiers. But I know y'all are getting tired of everyone getting compared to King Vaughn. So today, I'm just not gonna do it. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Jabber Wonger, doing it for the love of the game.
Hell yeah,
now,
brother.
to understand
That's
Jabber,
what I'm
you have to
saying.
know that Jabber is what we call a masochist and a sadist, which means he gets pleasure from causing or receiving pain.
He reminds me of myself. It's honestly cinema. That's what I like about him most. He reminds me so much about myself.
In other words, your boy is a freak. Like, when we first see him, he is sitting on a couch in the middle of a room full of dead bodies, torturing a man who is begging for his life.
Yep.
And Jabber is over there like, okay, open your mouth just a little wider for me. And then as he puts his claws in that man's mouth, he proceeds to slash that man's tongue out of his mouth.
Yes, sir.
And he is just standing over him smiling while his locks get drenched in blood. I know whoever does his retwist hate to see him coming. So Zonka,
Dude, it takes me, so now for my hair, it takes me 3 hours, but when I first got my hair done, my scalp was so bad, it took her 12 hours to do it.
out there, they get ambushed by raiders. But Zonka comes out there and just one-shots both of them. And for a second, I was thinking that Zonka was really like that. Until, come on, is that it? Just one hit did the trick? It'll be just as easy.
Bro, he was dead, bro. If he wanted you out of there, he'll go do it himself on feet, bias.
My bad. I just, you know, look at him. And look at Zonka. Hey, for the rest of the video,
He just notices, bro. He notices the aura. He's like, oh, hell no. There's no way. There's no way this is about to happen.
yo, his name is Fraudka because they don't even show them fighting. Jabber off-screen Zonka.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
So when Jabber catches up to Rudo, he ignores everybody else. And it's like, dirty hair, smells like trash, wanna be emo, and nasty gloves.
You're the one I want.
Well.
Yeah.
It's you, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he destroys the exit and stands in front of them talking about, well, I got lost. I mean, I would have been here sooner, but your boy was talking about some Zonka this and Zonka that, and I'm just like, bro,
I didn't want to hear it.
you is scaring the hoes. Now listen to him. How about you come with me? Shut up, you dreadhead, light-skinned wannabe. Where my friend at? Oh, him?
He down on the floor. He's taking a nap.
Yo,
yeah. He's
What Kaylani
don't worry
say?
about it.
He folded.
No.
So they try to jump Jabber, and he pulls out the Chun-Li spin on them. Now, I was watching the English version of this, and Gris sounds almost like Commander Irwin. So when he jumps in front of Rudo talking about he was gonna protect him, all I could think about was Erwin getting rocked in the middle of all of his speeches. Now, why do I bring that up? Because
Okay, Erwin's a G though. Everyone knows he's a G. Just like my boy
as
here.
Rudo is talking to him and saying, "Don't get hurt," Jabber pops up in front of Gris like, "Hey, twin,
He already.
look, promise you won't crash out when you hear this, but I think he's already dead."
It was raps, bro. It was raps. Spoiler alert. He's not dead, but yeah, that was crazy. That shit was crazy.
Not even 5 seconds later, and Jabber stabbed that man in his chest and made the life leave his eyes just to tear that man's side out.
Yep. And what's worse about this too is this shit, dude. This shit is poisonous, and he can absorb poison. So whatever he wants, he could put on these daggers and just have it be poisonous. So it's even like, bro, it's.
I just want to put something in perspective for y'all. He hasn't had more than 10 minutes of screen time at this point, and he already caught at least 7 bodies. So as Rudo watches Gris drop to the ground, he has a shonen power-up. And the equation is very simple, class. Tragic death plus flashback equals super power-up.
Hell yeah, brother.
The show might be different, but the recipe hits every time.
Yes,
so
sir.
Jabber sees Rudo's shiny new toy and starts drooling.
Because he's a masochist, remember? Yeah, exactly. He's like, oh my gosh, a challenge? A challenge? I can actually have a challenge for myself. That's basically him away, bro.
Y'all,
I love it.
he wasn't drooling because he thought it looked cool. He was turned on by the potential of him getting beat up by Rudo's vital instrument and him potentially getting beat up by Rudo. And when he tries to slash Rudo, he slowly starts to realize that he can't hit him. And Jabber is up on the wall like, "Hey, all that dodging making me soft. I thought you was down the clown, boy. If you want me, come get me, Dreadhead." Dreadhead? Get it right, twin, these locks! So Rudo turned on Ultra Instinct and is straight weaving everything that man throws out. And the crazy part is, Rudo hasn't moved from that spot. But the next time Jabber tries to hit Rudo, Jabber gets moved again, and Rudo cocks back and hits this man dead in his nose. He hit Jabber so hard that the man was in disbelief mid-hit. But while that hit left Jabber stumbling, he wipes the blood off and just starts smiling.
Yeah,
because he does this for the love of the game. So Jabber asks Rudo, "Now that's what I call hands. But you don't feel any guilt hitting somebody you just met?" "Not for your psychedelic freak bull ass. I knew I liked you." So
Yes, sir. No, okay. By the way, if anyone doesn't know, the hand, it's like a clock with the 6 arms and stuff. So it's kind of like an augment of reality where it teleports homeboy as long as like as long as something has bad intention to hurt our boy Rudo over here.
So Jabber keeps trying to blitz Rudo.
That's basically how it works.
And Rudo is straight rocking him. But every time he hits Jabber, Jabber is just laughing and getting faster. This man is destroying walls and bouncing around, having the time of his life while getting beat to sleep. And Rudo was not holding back. He was giving that man a family dinner with 6 extra biscuits the way he was rocking that man to sleep. So Rudo finally hits Jabber so hard that he stumbles onto the ground from getting beat up. And that's when Jabber is like, "Boy, I ain't got beat like that in so long."
I love it. Yeah, hell yeah. If you saw for one of those clips, homeboy was behind Rudo, but because he had like an intent to hurt him, he still got hit.
I know you just love touching me, but
even though Rudo didn't see
I
it.
think we both need a taste of that. Oh boy, it hurts so good.
Yeah, so you know how I said he was basking?
Now listen, Rudo, I'm about to go to sleep, so do me a favor. Don't die on me, okay?
That's the thunder, bro.
So now Jabber has gone crazy. And the worst part about it is Rudo's vital instrument can't move him because Jabber no longer has killing intent. He's just slashing anything.
Because he's unconscious, He doesn't have any intent. He just slashes anything.
And anyone in the room. But also, he was clearly trying to hurt Rudo here. So some of this really don't make sense. All I know is this man poisoned himself into a mindless, murderous demon. So as Jabber is sitting there going crazy, Zonka shows up and saves Rudo from being taken out by Jabber. And no lie, after everything Jabber had been doing against Rudo, I would not let Zonka fight Jabber by himself. So Rudo and Zonka jump Jabber to the point where he wakes himself up from his hallucination like, dang, y'all are funny.
Bro, the thing is, you know how I said with the daggers, it's poison? So that's the poison that made him unconscious. But also, if even a small prick hits these boys, they're done. Like, they're down. That's why he's down on the ground right here. Because bro got banged. Like
slept so good and y'all were just having a ball. Bruh, how are you standing? Don't you know? I don't do this for money or glory. I do this because killing and getting beat up gets me off. You see, I'm a freak. And I guess I'll leave you with a gift, twin. Let me show you how that penetration feels.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
So Jabber runs off with Rudo, and when he gets out of the building, Rio and Engine pull up and clock him.
I love Rio, bro. And also, Engine's cool as hell. Hell yeah, bro.
But listen here.
I love
After
Rio.
Engine hits him into the wall, Jabber gets up and says, oh man, y'all look like y'all can really beat me up. Here I am, all beat up, and y'all looking at me like something you can flush down the toilet. Careful now. I can only get so hard.
You a freaky frog.
So right after this, Jabber gets taken back to the Raiders' hideout, but before he leaves, he looks at Rudo and says, hey twin, you pretty good for a weak-ass, ashy-kneed, foul-mouthed, musty, onion-smelling, no-hose getting, dog-mouth having, fake Nike hoodie wearing, dusty shoes, lice-infested hair having, dressed like a post-apocalyptic kindergarten-ass, ratchety short spherite.
By the way, he basically said that, too. He basically said that. That's basically what he said. Oh, the most backhanded compliment ever.
Wait, he's asleep.
Bruh.
So he leaves, and for a minute, you kind of forget about him because, well, this show is wild as fuck. Bruh, if I had the time in this video, I would tell y'all all about how Rudo is also a crash out because the way he worked Ammo. But
it was honestly like it was justified though. All of it was completely justified. The fact he did that was completely justified. I mean, they're friends now and stuff, but at that time, no, it was justified.
Let's get back to the story. So Rudo and them are at this bar, and that's when Zodal shows up and shows Rudo.
This man is one of the strongest people that we've seen in the anime so far, by the way. This is basically like the leader or whatever of like Jabber's crew and stuff. So like, yeah, that's basically who this man is.
Ammo's boots. And the reason that he has Ammo's boots is because Jabber kidnapped her.
Come on now, dawg.
Bro, he was dragging her through the sand with a smile on his face. I don't know what his backstory is, but to go in and stab, then kidnap a girl.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro. Actually, it was actually insane, bro. So, Rudo and you know what I'm saying, in this clip, Rudo in this clip, basically, like this is shortly after he leaves Amo and stuff, okay? Bro, they basically run up on Amo after Amo's actually like happy and shit, like after Amo's actually like normal and stuff, just to put her back in a punishment zone, basically. Put her in misery. Like, imagine that shit, dude. So imagine Guts. You know how Guts went through 500 years of suffering and stuff? Imagine, bro. He's finally happy. He's finally chilling. Nah. It was bad. Yeah, he basically just robbed her. He robbed her.
So now we have a fight against the Raiders and the Cleaners. And this means we have a rematch between Zonka and Jabber. Now, if you remember what happened last time they had a one-on-one, then you know that Jabber off-screened him and had Zonka laid on the floor helpless.
Yep.
But now, I'm taking all bets, because if you made it this far into the video, then you're one of the people I actually rock with. So, let's confuse all the fake fans. Type in the comments, Zonka ain't a fraud, and I will heart your comment and forever acknowledge you as a real one. Unless you are reacting to this video for content and
Me?
a fraud, and I will heart your comment and forever acknowledge you as a real one. Unless you are reacting to this video for content and haven't liked it or subscribed to this dang channel, because you're using me to get views. Yeah.
No, honestly, that's honestly fair. Okay. No, honestly, that's fair. Like, subscribe too. I appreciate it. But honestly, no, that's fair. I think that's fine. Nah, okay.
I see you. So Jabber is
Okay.
excited to fight
Okay.
Zonka because he
Dude, that shit was crazy. I'm like, me?
only want Zonka to beat him up. Now, I
No,
gotta
no,
give
no.
it to
Okay.
Zonka because he was down there going heads up with Jabber. Or maybe not, because Jabber is jumping around for joy like he knows he about to win. Well,
No, dude. Bro, you gotta understand. My boy right here, he's just playing around. Like this, like when I said he did it for the love of the game, bro, I'm pretty sure if I would have guessed, he's probably gonna show it later, so I don't want to spoil it. But this man, oh hell nah. You know how I said he's a masochist? Yeah, that's because this man just holds back on his shit. I'm not joking. Like this man could have finished. This man could have finished the entire crew in this clip. This man could have finished Rudo, Zonka and everyone. But he decided, I'm gonna hold back.
jumping around for joy like he
bro.
knows he about to win.
No,
Well,
like-
I mean, he not wrong. So Jabber absorbs an acidic toxin into his
Yep.
claws and flings it at
This is what I was talking about. He just observed shit.
Zonka.
Yep.
But Zonka looks at the acid, lets it hit his cheek, and then goes band for band with Jabber by flipping up an entire pool of acid at him. Bro, how strong is that stick? But this was a case of counting
It's don't worry about
your
it.
chickens before they hatch, because
Sound
Zonka
very
thought
cool.
that he took out Jabber with that. But y'all, listen good when I say this. This wasn't even his final form.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Because from under the rubble, he pops up with
This is
the
what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about, bro.
upgraded version of his vital instrument
Bro.
that has his name engraved on the claws, which means this entire time he's been holding
Yo.
back.
You don't understand, bro. And you know what's crazy too? As soon as he goes railing on him, as soon as bro goes railing on Zonka with this form, Jabber asks, "Yo, why ain't you trying, bro? Like, try more. I know you got more in you, right?" And then Zonka's like, "What the fuck is this nigga talking about? Yo, I got more in me." like Zonka was questioning. I don't think I can do that. What is this bro talking about? Like, it was crazy.
And Jabber looks at Zonka and says, "Zonka, my boy, don't be shy. This is the perfect time to pull out your final form too.
Yep.
Ain't no way you swinging that stick around this whole time and that's your whole thing. Now come on before I get soft." So Jabber charges at Zonka, and Zonka, in the middle of the fight, starts hating on Jabber. And after watching this man get hyped and thinking he has a final form, part of me can understand it. Because Zonka was sitting over there like, well, what a surprise. Of course he's busted. Big claws,
Yeah.
locks, light skin. Bruh, who decided to give him the cheat code at life? Now he talking about smoke this, smoke that, let me cook. Man, I'm sick of him. But
Yeah. Because he sees Jabber as like a genius or whatever, and this man's not a genius, and he's like, I worked so damn hard for all of this and stuff. Because like in his backstory and stuff, bro basically was one of the best for his like dojo and stuff that he was at. But then there was this one woman that pulled up out of nowhere that just had like unmatched talent at that time. Like it was
about
truly
to beat
crazy.
his ass. So Zonka tries to fight Jabber, and
So that's why bro is mad, because Jabber right here is reminding him of that woman.
Jabber is just going wild. I don't care how good they made the animation look for Zonka, that boy was getting fried.
Yeah.
Jabber was going so crazy that he created a goddamn tornado, and Zonka was flicking that stick around like he could stop that demon. But in the midst of deflecting that tornado, Jabber drop kicks that man in the stomach and is about to finish him, but right before he stabs Zonka, Zonka is so much of a dog that he catches the claws in his dang teeth.
That's
And then proceeds to break Jabber's ribs and punch him across the dang arena. And even though Zonka was going crazy down there trying to fade Jabber, eventually he gets his ankle sliced.
Yep.
And he gets Sukunud. Now,
Yep. This is what I was talking about. You know how I said literally the smallest like poison is like that? That's what I meant.
if you are wondering, what does it mean to be Sukunud? Well, let me explain.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right after Zonka gets slashed, we get a flashback of his life.
This is the Dojo thing I was talking about.
You know,
yes, sir.
backstory stuff. And then it pops back to Zonka getting up and not giving up, but being ready to fight Jabber in heroic fashion. But in reality, that boy is laid out on the floor hallucinating all of this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man.
And so now that Zonka is on the ground hallucinating, Jabber gets up and dances on that man's grave.
Yo.
There's songs from Buddy. He was just loud, wasn't he?
Hey. Yeah.
Put him on the floor when I packed him up. Now he on the floor looking rolled up. Woo!
That's basically, yeah. That's basically.
Zonka was over there laid out hallucinating, and Jabber was dancing over that man's grave, and that's when Zonka starts laughing because he realizes he lost. And instead of Jabber just looking at him, Jabber decides that he wants to get in on the laughter. So Jabber lays next to that man and starts laughing with him. He has a broken rib, and every time he laughs, it hurts.
It hurts.
But he gets on the ground and is laughing with this man, a literal demon. I don't know how else to say it.
The Jabber was there like, what you laughing about? What's so funny? Let me join you real quick.
Then he gets up and starts dragging Zonka away to be sacrificed to the trash beast. And as he's walking away, he says Jabber got a job to do and he gonna do it like a boss. But
it was crazy, bro. This trash beast is basically they're trying to power it up to go back to the place that my boy Rudo is in, was in originally, which was like a version of what they would consider a heaven place. How this added over here, I was basically just trying to say like how people on the surface in this anime basically think that they're almighty and superior compared to the rest of the people, the maggots down below, if you will. But anyways, that's what I was trying to say here. Anyway, let's get back to the video now. It's like that.
Like most crash outs, as he is dragging Zonka away, he gets Swiss cheesed by Rio and left for dead.
This is one of the reasons why I love Rio, bro. My girl, dude.
Welcome to the streets of the Badlands. All right, y'all know what to do. All I want to say is subscribe. And all I want for Christmas is some of y'all to become members. But anywho, stay swiggy, baby.
This video was beautiful. Actually beautiful. Amazing. I'll leave the original video down in the description as always. Hope you guys have a nice day. Yes, sir. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.